All right, welcome back to Yoga for Dentists. I'm Dr. Josie DeVideo, longtime dentist and certified wellness consultant. In our last episode, we talked about something that surprises a lot of dentists, and that is that financial wellness does not begin with making more money. It begins with awareness. Because if we don't understand what's shaping our financial decisions, it's very difficult to change them. So in this episode, I want to build on that idea. And I really want to talk about something that I see over and over again with dentists, and it's that feeling that money is heavy, right? So not necessarily because you're not making enough money, although for some people that is absolutely part of the story, right? There are student loans, practice debts, inflation, higher payroll, insurance reimbursements, and then there's the cost of running a practice, and those are very real pressures. So I'm not minimizing that. But I've also worked with dentists who have very healthy practices. They have good incomes, and yet they're still carrying that same heaviness. So even though the numbers are different, the feeling is the same. So today I want to explore why that might be. Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered, where is all my money going? Or maybe you've caught yourself thinking, I thought at this point in my career, I'd feel more financially secure. And I think that almost every dentist has had one of those thoughts at some point. And here's what I've learned. Financial pressure isn't always created by your finances. Sometimes it's just created by the relationship that you have with your finances. And those are not the same thing. Financial wellness is not about accumulating more money. It's about creating a sense of control or stability and options. And it's being able to make decisions that align with your values instead of constantly reacting to financial pressure. Something interesting that happens after years in dentistry is that, of course, life gets busy. Right? Like really busy because you open your practice, you hire the team, you buy the software, you subscribe to another service, you sign up for another CE membership or another marketing platform or another AI tool. Then there's a streaming service, the gym membership, an app, and another, and another, and another. And none of those decisions are usually bad decisions. Most of them probably made perfect sense when you made them. So the problem is that we really don't stop to ask whether they still make sense today. Life just sort of goes on autopilot, and therefore our money does too. Now, before you think that this episode is just about canceling subscriptions, it isn't. Subscriptions are an easy example though, right? So what I'm really talking about is something bigger. We stop questioning the way we're doing life, and we stop asking, why am I paying for this? Do I still need this? Is this still supporting the person I'm becoming, the dentist I'm becoming, the practice I want to build? Or am I just continuing because that's just what I've always done? So awareness around this topic isn't about finding mistakes. It's really just about becoming intentional again. And then there's something even deeper than that. Our financial decisions aren't always logical. Sometimes they're deeply emotional. Right? Maybe you've spent years being the responsible one, the one that figures everything out, the one who takes care of everyone else first, right? You're the provider, the fixer, the dependable one. And those qualities helped you become an excellent dentist. But sometimes they quietly shape the way we spend money too. So we tell ourselves things like, I'll just do it myself, or I shouldn't spend money on that, right? Like bookkeeping or whatever. Or I'll just handle it myself. It'll be a lot cheaper. But the opposite is also true. We do things like, I deserve this, so I'm going to spend a ton of money on that thing or that trip or that house or that car, right? I've worked hard, and if I buy myself this thing, I will feel better. Or if I spend money on that, it will make things easier. Again, none of these thoughts are necessarily wrong, but they do deserve to be noticed because the way we think about money influences the way we earn it and the way we spend it. And yes, the way we stress over it. And I know this is true because I've lived this myself. When I owned my own practice, I thought the pressure that I was carrying was just the cost of doing business. And I thought if I could just fix this one thing or hire another associate or become more efficient or maybe even work a little bit harder, that eventually I'd arrive at some magical place where everything just finally felt easy. Well, guess what? That day never came. And it's not because my practice wasn't successful. It was. But it was because I hadn't really examined the way I was relating to the work or to responsibility or to the money. And I had built habits around all three of those things without ever asking whether they were still serving me. So this week, I invite you to do something really simple. Don't create a budget. Don't promise yourself you're going to stop spending. Don't make a bunch of changes. I just want you to notice. Notice what feels automatic. Notice what feels heavy. Notice where money is creating tension. And ask yourself one question. Is this still serving the life and practice that I'm trying to build? That's it. Awareness first, always. Change comes later. Now, to help you with that awareness, I have created something that I call the Subscription Audit. It's totally free and it's intentionally simple. And this isn't about judging yourself and it's not about becoming really cheap. It's just about taking a fresh look at where your money and your attention is going. Now, you may find subscriptions that you forgot you even had, or you may realize that things you're paying for really no longer fit in your life. You really don't need those things anymore. Or you might discover that all of these things still belong exactly where they are. So that's valuable information too. And you can download this audit using the link in the description of this episode. Now, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Sometimes financial freedom doesn't begin with earning another dollar. Sometimes it begins with noticing where you've stopped paying attention, because noticing creates clarity, and clarity creates better decisions, and better decisions create more options. All right? Until next time, be well.